Welcome back, Global War in 1939. We are moving on to the next turn with the Soviets. It's going to be a pretty quick turn. One battle to declare, which is just a walk-on. And, yeah. So their purchases, we're only allowed to buy up to 10 units because we only have one factory. So it's not like we can spam, 20 infantry when our capacity will not allow that. We do have $43 to spend. This will be our last big purchase of the game, as the Germans have taken the bulk of our industries, taken out all the cities, unfortunately, which is usually around turn 6, turn 7, that typically happens. So there's not really a lot we can do about that. We're just going to fight on as kind of like a guerrilla warfare, or in conjunction with the British in Europe to fend off the Germans to a certain degree. So 43 to spend. We're going to go with a KV-2, 2 medium armor, 2 elite guards, 1 regular infantry, 2 airborne, and 2 artillery. And our choices, we went with a little bit of offensive punch, but we also wanted a defensive stats as well. So, and this spends all of our money. Now, for our combat move, is just a walk-on in here. Now, normally, what would happen, say we didn't engage this territory, a partisan would pop up now before we even do anything. But we're just going to walk into it, so I think that negates the partisan anyways. So we're just going to skip that part. So all these guys move in. So we got 3 infantry, heavy artillery, and then from all right, and then from there, just non-combat moves. We're not conducting any non-combat. We still got a sizable battle group up in Finland. We're going to keep that where it is, which is right here. We're just going to keep it there, wait for the British to catch up, because they will be able to defend together against the Germans. So forcing the Germans, if they do want Scandinavia back, which they should. Oslo is tied into 2 national objectives. So that's essentially every turn that they don't have Oslo, they're losing $10 plus the income for the actual territory. And they can activate Sweden, which would give them a couple more, I believe 4 different ships, 2 coastal battleships, a destroyer, and a coastal sub, not to mention the army that Sweden gets. I believe it's like 6 infantry, 5 infantry, and artillery, something like that. But they can't get it. So this whole up here, what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8. So by holding this, we're negating the Germans $18 a turn, right? So, which is good for us, bad for them. So they should definitely commit resources to fighting that. Unit placement. Everything's going into Novosibirsk. That's our only production facility, so we have no choice. So again, it's KV-2, 2 medium tanks, 2 artillery pieces, 2 elite guards, 1 regular infantry, and then 2 airborne. The reason why we selected the airborne, yes, they do cost $1 more, but they attack and defend at +1 compared to regular infantry. So definitely well worth the purchase. And we're only allowed to have 2 on the map as the Russians. So we're not going to be able to utilize their para-drop ability because we don't have an air transport. But we'll just use them as regular ground forces and get the 5 for defense, which is great. Other than that, now is just collect income with their territories that they own. Finland, the bonus from Helsinki, they'll end up with $26. So their territorial gains is 20, and then plus 6 for Helsinki. Unfortunately, we don't get the Archangel one. Even though we own the territory, it needs to be paired with at least one city, which we don't have. So we're going to lose that as well. So we have $26 to spend on the next turn. Perfect. Well, thank you for watching, and have yourself a great day.